Kory. Yeah, I look a little different as you seen last week, and as we've gathered, as y'all know, I embark on a journey to Ghana here in just a few days. Sunday we leave, we ship out, we get on the road by 11, and we are traveling from then on, and we will be in Africa, in Ghana, in Accra, the 1st of July. So it'll be a long journey. So I know as you're looking at your weeks and days, I pray for the ministries that are going to take place here locally, but also what I'll be doing as I venture over to Ghana to share with believers and non-believers and those and their communities, and for me to reflect and learn. So I'd ask for prayers for the travel and for when we're there, but I also am asking for prayers from the community here. Pray for the community, but I'm not jumping away from our 365. Now, I may next 2 Wednesdays, they may be a little different, or the next Wednesday, I should say. Who knows? But I know today we're gonna talk a little bit about bills coming due. Habakkuk 2:7. Will not your creditors suddenly arise? Will they not wake up and make you tremble? As the mighty Babylonian military machine crushed nations across the ancient Near East, they pillaged cities and plundered their treasures. God stated, woe to him who piles up stolen goods and makes himself wealthy by extortion. He added, woe to him who builds his house up unjust grain, builds it up. Then God uttered this startling warning, because you have plundered many nations, the peoples who are left will plunder you. It was against this background that he asked, will not your creditors suddenly arise? Will they not wake up and make you tremble? Sometimes evil people cruise to victory after victory and seem utterly unstoppable. But God has the long view, and he knows how things will turn out when the dust finally settles. The ruthless may seem to be winning for now, but they're also making lots of enemies. They're making enemies whom God will one day cause to rise up and overthrow them. Here it is. It's important to be aware that those who are making your life miserable will eventually tremble with fear. It may not seem likely right now, but it will happen. God judges evil even though he takes his time. It's as if your enemies are borrowing from the future and running up a huge moral deficit, which they will one day have to pay. But they won't be able to pay, and down they will go. Because, again, the title of our devotion was Bills Coming Due. So, hey, I'd love to invite you, your friends, your neighbor, your loved one, whoever it is, maybe somebody you run into them in the community at Dollar General, at the gas station, or within Shelbyville, Greenfield, or within our greater Shelby County or Hancock, Rush, wherever it's at, to invite them. Maybe to our church, maybe to a church in their community. Maybe just point them to Jesus. Maybe just pray for them. But hey, again, we'd love to see you here this Sunday at 10:30 for worship. But if you'd like to come a little earlier and just get some coffee and donuts and just gather, 9:30, we gather for that. And then I ask for prayers as I will be here for the beginning of service. But then they'll be sending me out. And with prayer, we'll be sending us out to do the mission that God calls in the midst of us in Ghana. So again, I'd love to see you. But I'd love to pray for you. And if you don't want to step foot, I'd say, hey, we're online. You can watch us Sundays at 10:30 here on our Facebook page. And also, I should say, here on YouTube.